You're such an asshole.
Today's video is brought to you by Worthless, the young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major, and link below. What? People, it's 12 years ago I wrote that book, and people are still majoring in dumb crap. Like, I should just give it up already. All right. Person writes, hi, I've been watching YouTube videos, and today I purchased an audiobook of The Menu, which I started listening to. I'd like to get your opinion and guidance, as I'm at a point in my life where I feel stuck and not sure what to do. I'm 34 years old. Now, I cannot criticize him. The reason I can't criticize him, it took me until I was 36 years old to realize that banking wasn't cut out for me. People would say, you're not cut out for banking. I would disagree. I was very good for the banking industry. Like, if they listened to me, you wouldn't have a bunch of bankers like needing to suck off the tit of the taxpayer. It's like what was it? The Watchmen. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're all stuck in here with me. And he was right. So it took me until I was 36 to realize I had chosen the wrong path in life. So I'm not criticizing you. I'm just trying to say, look how many years this guy wasted. 12 years of his life gone from when he graduated. 34 years old, single. I've been working in the insurance industry for the past 10 years, such as claims adjusting, insurance broker, and licensed insurance representative. I'm currently making around $62,000 a year. I never attended university. Good. I had a very traumatic childhood. Nobody cares. I know that's information. I know that I don't care. Someone was born without legs. Doesn't? Yes, you were born without legs. And past living in an abusive alcoholic household. It is too bad. I'm not besmirching you or belittling you either. And my response to that is, and my parents both died when I was in my early 20s. I have 2 college diplomas and here we go. Okay. This is where I smell pity, self-pity. I smell weakness. I got 2 college diplomas, like the 2-year programs, in police foundations. Listen closely. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You're choosing weak, sad, pathetic. You're choosing, you're not going engineering, you're not going accounting. And where has it gotten you? How's that easy way out? With the skid's grease that, I've had a traumatic, bad childhood, poor, whatever. So, where did trying to go the easy way help your scenario, traumatic childhood or not? Police foundations. Hey. I never ended up pursuing a career in law enforcement due to mental health issues with depression and anxiety. You may have it, but I'm sick and tired of hearing that bullshit. I'm real sick and tired of hearing that bullshit. I'm so sick and tired of depression and anxiety. I'm so sick and tired of it. Will you please tell your entire generation to knock it the fuck off? I don't care if you have it. I don't. I did a bunch of stupid things in my life, but I got the depressions. What? I don't understand. It's like this. I decided to take a brick and hit my foot with it, but I have autism. That doesn't mean anything. Why'd you hit yourself with the brick? And a diploma in business insurance, which led me to my current career. Both are 2-year diplomas, which I believe would be similar to, yes. This past year, I fell into an existential depression. Not my problem. It's yours. You want to keep doing this? God damn. I know. I'm Aaron, he had a traumatic. Yeah, I believe it. I believe, this is, let me show you. Here's what I want you to do. Go listen to Thinking Ape. He's 100% right. But the only difference I have with him, a philosophical difference, is his fatism and defeatism, where, among many other things, he's like, well, you don't control this, so why bother? And my argument is, well, the why bother is if you don't try, You won't have any success, period. I'm not good with girls, so I'm not going to ask girls out. I'm like, well, you just guaranteed that you're going to have no success with girls. So ask the girls out anyway. I'm not good at basketball, so I'm not going to take any shots. Well, you just guaranteed the lowest score possible. Stop using it as an excuse. I'm not saying it's not real, but knock it the fuck off. When I started reading about advancements in AI, why would that make you depressed? There will likely be a lot of changes in my industry due to automation, and AI and the traditional roles in insurance, like insurance agents and adjusters, might become obsolete in the future. Oh no! You mean society might advance and things might get obsolete? You might have to get a new job? Oh my goodness, the millennial. What a dipshit you are. What I'm done, you weak, sad, pathetic person. Not your depression. Not. What the hell do you think all of humanity has been? When Henry Ford made the assembly line to build cars, did the American horse manufacturer, horse and buggy people, oh my God, I went into a depression. There's cars. I might have to get a new job. What did you think was going to happen? You get a lame-ass diploma in business insurance, and you're shocked that you're not inoculated against advances in tech. What's the rest of society supposed to do? We're just like, hold up, wait a minute, this guy might lose his job. Let's all suffer. Let's not advance. Let's all pay higher rates in insurance so that you can keep your obsoleted job. And you go into an existential depression over this? God, heaven help you if you got married and divorced and a wife took your kids. I don't know. That's a real problem. I'm not saying you shouldn't be happy about it. You haven't even gotten fired yet. For over 10 years, I'm not going to truck driving school because it's going to be automated. What are you, with the Yang Gang? Bunch of pussy rich Asian kids, mom and dad pay for it. Well, not your case. But the AI is just going to take everything away. So I need UBI. God damn it, man. I'm worried that if I stay in my current industry, that I'll have no skills to fall back on. You don't have any skills to fall back on. You mailed it in with your police foundations degree and your business insurance degree. Or fall back on if I get laid off in the future. I compare myself to others who have degrees and I feel like a failure. You're not a failure. I'll be honest with you here. How are you a failure? You've come from a disadvantaged background. It doesn't sound like you've committed any crime. All right, fine. You're wrestling with some depression and all that, which I'm like, God almighty, knock that shit off. All right, go talk to a therapist or someone, whatever. I say go for a run. But you're supporting yourself. You're a contributing member of society. I don't know, maybe you got some savings and you got some hobbies. You're not a failure. You're not a failure. You made some mistakes, just like I did majoring in finance. All right? Everybody makes mistakes, but you're working. You're doing well. I compare myself, I feel like a failure. I worked hard at my job and even completed the chartered insurance professional designation, which is industry standard for insurance professionals, but it's not transferable to any other careers. Well, yeah, it's in the insurance industry. I've been going to university part-time while I continue to work. There you go. You're doing it to get an accounting degree. With my 2 previous diplomas, I'd be able to transfer 48 out of the 120 required credits for the degree. I have no debt currently. I moved to a lower cost living place a few years ago and purchased a small house in cash. How are you a loser? How? You're a bit whiny. Oh, no, man. I'm not accusing you of doing pot. You just sound like, oh my God, did you know the industry could be obsolete? Then I have to get another job. But you're taking action. I thought you were just complaining. Here you are. Why do you feel like a loser? Why are you sad? I have no debt currently? That's amazing. Like, why don't you sit and take some inventory here and look what you've accomplished kind of impaired? You're probably in the top 5% of people your age. That's great. My car is paid off and I have 300,000 in savings. Holy shit, you are in the top 5%. I'm in an okay position financially, but I think I feel stuck in life and I don't know if I should put my effort into this degree or give me more options in the future in case of technology related layoffs. I've been off work for a few months on medical leave due to depression. Oh my God. Talk to your therapist. Go do whatever the professionals say. Just me. Try this as an angle. Are you enjoying your life being depressed? Are you? All right. I go run, go get some exercise, go do some diet, which probably made me feel even worse because of sitting around. No kidding. Really? Sitting at home, feeling sorry for yourself doesn't get things done and it makes you feel worse? No kidding. Huh. Look, buddy, do you have real depression? Probably. Sounds like you went through hell. You got to get hip to the jive and wake up and realize sitting there moping about it and hemming and hawing about it is just going to ensure you ruin and waste the rest of your life feeling sad and depressed. You got to snap out of it, buddy. Get off your ass, go get some exercise, go do something. I'd be walking into work the next day, being thankful you got a place to be. Good Christ. Because I'm sitting around at home feeling like I'm wasting away. You are wasting away. You busted your ass off. You saved this money. You got a house. Don't you take pride in that? What are you doing today? What are you doing today? I'm sick. I'm doing these videos. I'm going to go right. And then I'm going to get some ice cream. Because Cappy treats himself well when he's sick. What are you doing? What's it like? Look, I've gone through hell. I've definitely been clinically depressed. You know what I ended up doing? I ended up running 11 miles a day to fight the depression and go to the gym. I didn't sit there and feel sorry for myself. God, I'm depressed, so you do depressing things like stay at home. I want to be in a position where it feels like I'm doing meaningful work. Okay, there's one problem. Let's stop right there. Your work is meaningful. Did they willingly pay you? So you young people, you've been lied to so much. An insurance company owned by private people, individuals, board of directors, they decided that you are worth paying $62,000 a year because of the services you provide. Is not insurance an important part of any economy? It is. You are providing value. You do have meaningful work. You're not a nonprofit. You're not a Democrat. You're not a teacher. You're not a government worker. Your work does have value. Now, you may not think it's glorious, but you are providing value. And it shows. With some very good fiscal discipline, you have managed to save up a lot of money, have a house paid off, and a car. How much more value? Don't you look at your house that's paid off and the money you saved up and say, look at how much value I created for society? That's how much value you create for society. Compare that to other people your age. You're way more valuable to society than all those other assholes are. You don't see that? Or is it, oh, did you start shooting white girl blood? Did you start shooting white girl blood in your, I bet you did. I bet you did. Because it's not what you feel like. You don't feel like you're contributing to society. You don't enjoy your job. Oh, that's a problem. All right. Let me explain now. Explain to you. It doesn't matter whether you like your job. Whether you are contributing to society and whether you like your job, those are two separate things. Okay, and let's go through the 4 categories. Like job and contributing to society. Let's say you are a feminist studies professor, a women's studies professor. All right, you hate your job and you're not contributing to society. And why would feminist studies professors? Because they hate everything. They're not happy with life. They hate their job. That's why they're so pissed off and angry. But they're also feminist studies professor. There's no value there. So they're not contributing to society and they're not happy with their job. Let's say you're an engineer. All right. Well, no, let's go with you. All right. I, I don't think you hate your job, but you're obviously not satisfied with it. But let's say you hated your job. Doesn't sound, but let's say you do. You really hate working in insurance. You hate working in insurance. You hate your job, but you're producing something for economy. You do have value. Then there's where, what would it be? You like your job, but you're producing nothing for society. That would be like your typical journal, freelance journalist. That'd be like your writers at She-Hulk. I really love my job. It's like, yeah, but you're not producing anything for society. It's Bupkis, it's Jack. Or like kindergarten teachers, like, I love working with children. Like you ain't you're babysitting. That's all you're doing. You're not producing anything for society. And then there's lucky me. I enjoy this job. I would argue I'm not producing anything for society. I don't get to choose that. People still pay me. I still get super chats. People buy my books. There's advertisements ran on it. I'm like, you guys, really? But like you don't feel like, well, I'm not doing anything valuable for society. That is not up for you and me to decide. People paid us regardless, willingly. You're producing something for society. So the only thing would be long-term stability of your career, which I completely agree with. And you're already taking actions and measures to do it. You don't see, it would piss me off if you didn't take any action because it indicate laziness. You're not lazy. You take action. You take responsibility. Okay, and sure, chemical imbalances, whatever else, clinically depressed. Still, the only thing left, buddy, is get off your ass and go out there and finally defeat this depression monster. Because if you don't kick it, it's going to be with you for the rest of your life. And I don't know how many decades you've been working with. How do you feel, Johnny? Well, here's some drugs. Do you want to try something different? Like get off your ass and get out of the house? Want to go for a run? Want to do some exercise? Do you treat yourself? Now, let me ask you this. This is another important question. All right. You're very disciplined and you've sacrificed to have a house paid off. Do you treat yourself to fun? Do you allow yourself to have an ice cream? I think, I'm not joking. You should fly down to Vegas, go to Pahrump and get laid. You should go get some prostitutes. Legal. How much fun you got going on in your life? Because if you don't let yourself have fun, yeah, even I get a little pissed off. Or if I'm not having some fun, I'm always working all the time. Why am I in a crappy mood? I'm like, oh yeah, I just worked all week and didn't do anything. Put in retaining walls. I want to be in a position where it feels like I'm doing meaningful work. Oh, you want it to where it feels like you're doing meaningful work. All right. You can have that starting today once you sit down and figure out that you are doing meaningful work. If you don't care whether you're doing meaningful work or not, and you only care if it feels like you're doing meaningful work, then, shoot up some more white girl blood and go work for a nonprofit and help save the children. Whatever the hell they fail at all the time. At my job, and I'm able to save for retirement and live comfortably. Well, you're already doing that admirably right now, which is why I moved to a location I didn't, stayed out of debt. I'm worried if I put money into this degree, it may not solve my issue or it would be a waste, but I'm not sure what else to do. I've also been debating selling my house and spending a bit more to get a 2-unit house so I can rent 1 unit, live in the other. This will allow the income I receive to be towards maintenance of the house and a bit of savings. If you're a single guy, you could do that. That's not a bad idea, but you're so good with your money, I don't think you have to do that. I think I'm going to bet you came from poverty and you're running scared for poverty, which is fine. That's how I got to where I am. But after a while, like you might just be getting more headaches where you have to deal with tenants and renting things out. Why don't you just rent a room out in your house and you get the roommate agreement where you can kick them out at any time? I don't think you have to go there. I think getting your degree in accounting is the right thing to do. However, how are you going about getting your degree in accounting? Right? And here I'm going to repeat myself for the 8th time. This is why you all should be tuning into the Elkins Accounting Hour. If you insist on getting a degree, it doesn't matter where you go to college. It only matters whether it only matters whether it's accredited or not. So you're getting a degree in accounting, that's good. As long as it's accredited, it doesn't matter where you go. So you would go with the cheapest option, which includes online. So I would go and find out that if you want to sit for the CPA exam, what schools would be considered and qualified, and go to the cheapest school possible to get your degree. That being said, and we have this conversation almost every time on the Elkins Accounting Hour, which if you want, go binge on it. I want you to listen to the Elkins Accounting Hour the entire time now in your free time when you're out hiking and running and getting some exercise so you're not depressed anymore. That's what I want you to do. You're going for hours-long walks, maybe runs, and you're going to listen and binge on the Elkins Accounting Hour. But to summarize what we've said a billion times before, people are so desperate for accountants right now that you can get certified in QuickBooks on your own. You don't have to go to college. You could just self-study for that. And start working remotely, right? You can start offering bookkeeping services. Or you may not have this option. You could go and become an enrolled agent, which you don't have to go to school for. You just have to take tests. And you can start doing people's taxes. By the way, if you think insurance work is boring and unrewarding, doing taxes is even more boring. But people willingly pay you for it. So I would take pride in the fact what you're doing now, you're providing value. I did run that past me. Explain that one to me. I don't feel like I'm contributing to society, but what, being a bookkeeper and balancing debits and credits is going to make you feel insurance? At least you see a human being every once in a while. So it's not going to be exciting work, just so you know, but you don't have to go to college to find work in this. A matter of fact, I don't think you should give up your insurance career because it's working for you. I would be going to school part-time or pick up QuickBooks certification, self-teach yourself accounting. It sounds like you're already going to school for accounting. You might be able to pass the QuickBooks certification right now and set up a little bookkeeping company online and start doing bookkeeping online, remote work. Now you got your insurance company. Now you got some bookkeeping income coming in. It might take a year, but it's a plan. It'll also give you something to do so you're not sitting there, oh my God, I'm so depressed. You won't have time to think about it. Like, I got to figure out how to balance. I got to close the T accounts. Oh, now the internet want to take a crap. All right. Let me read through the rest of it. I appreciate your thoughts on my situation and some guidance as I feel extremely lost right now. Well, I'll tell you right now, you need to slay that what is it? Elephant in the room, the monkey in the room, the gorilla in the room, that depression shit. Run, do activities, whatever. Talk to a therapist. But I'm just so sick of I'm depressed. I'm dying. Yeah, fine, you are. Okay. Destroy that so you never have to live with it again. So you can actually go and enjoy life. 2, related to that, I would take tremendous pride. Sit down and think about what you've done. With a handicap. You have a house paid off? Are you not even 40 yet? God damn it, who's using the internet? So I do that. I would also sit down and acknowledge and realize, come to know that you are contributing to society through insurance. You are a contributing member to society. And just so you know, accounting isn't going to be all that exciting either. No one's going to give you a hug for doing their taxes. All right. But it's a great, I think you're on the right track. I think you're doing well. I would just make sure you're going to the cheapest yet accredited school possible so you don't have to worry about the finances. And then I would even debate whether you have to get a college degree in the first place. And then I'd get off your ass and go run and exercise and binge on the Elkins Accounting Hour. And that's about it. I think you're doing great, man. You just don't realize it. And then for the rest of you out there, this is what happens. Just he's not lucky. He's hardworking, right? But 34, making 62,000 a year. And now see what happens when you choose the bad degrees? Now, this guy came from a disadvantaged family, came from poor, fighting depression, all that other stuff. Do you think having to have these financial worries helped him? And if instead he just went and majored in the right thing the first time, would life be a little bit easier? Yes, it would. And since everybody has depression, everyone who's young, they got the depressions. Except his case sounds sincere and legit. I don't know what a liberal arts degree is going to do. It's not going to help you. It's going to make things work or worse. Super chats. Saman Mansoor, $5. My ex brought her new boy toy to rob my what? While I was at work, I'm pressing charges. I have it on camera. Don't stick your pee in crazy boys. Holy cow, Cement. Really? I shouldn't be laughing, but what? Who was this gal? Oh my God. Rob the house. People, let me tell you something. People think I'm crazy. Like, I don't want people knowing where I live, let me know these people first. Let me get to know them personally. I don't invite a lot of people over. And yeah, because people are like, oh, that's a nice television they got. Oh, I'm sorry. 80s New Wave Geek, $5. I enjoyed your podcast on TradCon whores last weekend. Here's $5 for shattering my dreams. I didn't shatter them. All the Republican congresswomen shattered them as they started sucking some Democrat dick. Factious T. Lou, $2, but math is hard. Yep. John in audit, $2. When I was an econ degree, I couldn't even land an internship. When I switched to accounting, I had interview requests and job offers. It's not my passion, but I am passionate about making a good living. Your passion is what you pursue in your free time. And you'll have a lot more free time if you major in the right thing, making a lot of money per hour. So you don't have to work that many hours, freeing up more free time hours to go pursue your passion. And what's sad is most people, when they study something in college, oh, I'm passionate about it. Like, it ain't that fun. Think about all right, I loved economics. That was my passion. But real economics work, that's still boring. I'm more passionate about hiking and motorcycle riding and redheads with big tits. I'd rather have that be my passion. And so going and being an accountant or an engineer or whatever, and then, oh, my passion is motorcycle riding, doing that. I'm passionate about nonprofit work, so I majored in social work. That sucks. That's a lousy passion. Mango Tango. $10. Hi, Cappy. First time catching you live. Thanks, Mango Tango. Would you say cybersecurity from Western Governors University is a worthy degree? It's still better than average, but a lot of people are going cybersecurity. You need your certifications, CCNA, Network Plus, I believe, and that could even be outdated because this field changes. So it's better than journalism, yeah. But you need to get a lot of certifications as well. And I'll be perfectly honest, if you want some for less work and easier, I just do accounting. And I'm not joking. Go get your QuickBooks certifications, or go get pass the tests to become an enrolled agent. You don't have to get a degree. And there you go. You're doing taxes. Is it fun? No. But neither is setting up servers and routers and all that other stuff. But it's fine. I mean, if you enjoy it, but you're still gonna have to get your certificate, and you're gonna need to get experience. So you're usually like volunteering and doing fake. What was it? Not Intel. Cisco Systems has their uh, artificial environment, their thing you do to like create network systems digitally. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like a digital lab. It's not real. Simulation. It's got a simulation. Agnostic, $5 Cappy's wisdom is correct. I earned an associate's in computer information system 5 years ago, and I make a 6-figure income, and I'm out of debt. Yeah. Well, this guy's out of debt too. That's why he doesn't see what he's done. He doesn't see an amazing accomplishment at 34 with a marginal career. And no doubt it's probably the depression in his past that blinds him to it. But he's doing good. But yeah, in accounting, but it would have been a lot easier. I think there would have been a lot less stress in his life if he wasn't flailing about for 5-6 years before he kind of sort of got a stable career in insurance. Bob Dabalina, $10, got T-boned by recently convicted drunk driver versus bad concussion system and can't drive or work, but very well medically insured. Loan taken out to cover bills, just parenting 3 at home. Advice, please. Recover? I mean, you're in a situation like, well, what can you do? First, if I guess the Stoics' prayer would help. What can you control? What do you control? Why don't you don't worry about stuff. Relax. Heal up first. Bad concussion symptoms and can't drive or work, but very well medically insured. Loan taken out to cover bills, just parenting 3 at home. Any advice? I don't know. It could be a blessing in disguise too. Watching over you. You get to spend time with your kids now. I mean, I don't know. You didn't mention, but you got your wife. Is she working? Is someone covering that? Is she there? Yeah, one step at a time. Just heal up. Be thankful you get to spend time with your kids. I hope that guy gets killed, frankly. But don't beat yourself up. It ain't your fault. Don't beat yourself up. Don't feel guilty. I'm not getting back. Heal up, sit down, chill out, get better, enjoy the kids down the road. Then you can worry about it. Everett, $5. After my psych degree, the Billy Joel song Pressure really resonated with me. All grown up and no place to go. Psych 1, Psych 2. What do you know? Yeah, psych degree, unless you get a master's degree, is worthless. That was a hard time in my life where I graduated near the top of my class. I did everything I was told. Where's the jobs? You get these shit pissed jobs that are all clerical work. All right. Link below. Worthless. The young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.